Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we're going to review Algebra 2 Regent for June 2019, and we're going to start by part 1. Part 1. A sociologist review randomly selected surveillance video from a public park over a period of several years and records the amount of time people spend on a smartphone. The statistical study produce the sociologist is called. So since he is going to watch videos, so he didn't ask anybody to do something, or he didn't ask anybody about his opinion. So that's observation because he's going to observe a habit. And in that case, the answer is going to be number 3. Which statement or statements are true for all real number? So Uh, here he asking you to prove if the left side equal to the right side. So x square x minus y all square is exactly the same like x minus y multiplied by x minus y. Now I'm finding x square minus xy minus xy minus y square giving me x square minus 2xy plus y square. Now if you're looking for the right side, they aren't the same, so the first statement is incorrect. Now I'm going to do the same for the second statement. So x plus 3, xy plus y to power 3 is the same like x plus y times x plus y times x plus y. Now I'm going to FOIL the first two. So x squared plus xy plus xy plus y squared, that's multiplying by x plus y. In the simple form, it's x squared plus 2xy plus y squared multiplying by x plus y. Now I'm going to use the FOIL again, giving me x cubed plus 2x squared y plus xy squared plus x squared y plus 2xy squared plus y cubed. Now when you simplify it, giving you x cubed plus 3x squared y plus 3y squared x plus y cubed, which isn't the same like the right side. So the both statements are incorrect. So neither 1 nor 2. Question number 3. Now he wanted to find the solution for that one. So solution means 3x plus 6 should be equal x plus 4 square minus 10. Now I'm going to FOIL x square plus 8x plus 16 minus 10, and I'm going to subtract the 3x and the 6 from the left side. So giving me x squared plus 5x and positive 16 minus 10 is positive 6 minus 6 is 0 equal to 0. Now x is a common factor, x plus 5 equal to 0. So I have x equal to 0 and x equal to negative 5. So the answer is going to be number 3. This is the two has x equal to 0 and x equal to negative 5. Question number 4. Now here Rima initially ran 1 mile in over 10 minutes. She then began a training program to reduce her 1 mile time. She recorded her 1 mile time once a week for 12 consecutive uh, weeks as modeled in the graph. So if you're looking, this is a time, this is a time, and the time is decreasing. Time decreasing. Now, which statement about Irma? Now, here he's talking about the speed. So that's the tricky part. Why? The speed equal to distance over time. Now the distance is the same. So the relationship between the the speed and the time is inverse. So as the time decrease, as the speed increase. So if you're looking in that graph, the time decrease. So what does it mean? The speed increase. So here 1 mile speed increase as the number of the week increase. Yeah, that's a tricky question. Question number 7. A 7-year lease for office space states the annual rent is 85,000 for the first year and will increase by 6% each additional year. Observe. What is the total rent? Total rent means we want to find the sum of the series S7. So that's geometric one, starting by 85,000 and each year it increased by 1.06. What I did, that's 1 plus R. Now, so the new R for that function is 1.6. So S7 equal to A1 times 1 minus R to power 7 divided by 1 minus R. And in that case, A1 is 85,000, 1 minus 1.06 to power 7 divided by 1 minus 1.06. And when we're going to do that, it's giving you 713,476.2. And here is the calculation. I use a calculator now. So 1 minus 1.06 to power 7, giving me this value, multiplied by 85,000 divided by open a parentheses, 1 minus 1.06, giving me 713. Okay. Question number 6. Okay. Now look here. That's exponential function. So here the y-intercept means x equal to 0. So when x is 0, that's going to be the a value. So here it's 5. So the a value should be 5. So I excluded 1. I have 2, 3, and 4. Now I have to use this point to figure out which one is going to work. So now I know the base is 2, 5 times 2. Now when x is 2 in that function, so it means 5 times 4, which is 20. It's giving me 10, so it's incorrect. Now when it's 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1, 2 to the power 1 is 2 times 5 is giving me 10, so the answer is 5. Question number 7. Which function given bx equal to x cubed minus 3x squared minus 2x plus 4, which statement is true? And he giving me, so when I talk about the factor, the value should be 0. So that's two statement is incorrect. So it's either be 3 or 4. And okay, now x plus 1, if it's a factor, equal to 0, so the x equal to negative 1. So I'm looking for the function for negative 1. Here it's 1, it's incorrect. But when it's x minus 1 equal to 0, x equal to 1. So in that case, x minus 1 is going to be 1 equal to 0. And we can plug in here 1. So 1 cube minus 3, 1 square minus 2 times 1 plus 4. That's going to give me 1 minus 3 minus 2 plus 4, which is 0. So the answer is 4. Question number 8. Which one is incorrect? So now this one, so the index for the radical is the denominator and the power is the numerator. That's x. So that's x to power 3 over 4. So all of them x to power 3 over 4 now. I'm looking for the other one. Exponent of exponent. So it's x to power 6 over 2, and they are the same. It's x to power 3 over 4. They are the same. Here, x to power 4 over 3. Exponent of exponent and multiplied. Here, x to power 3 over 4. So the only statement is incorrect is number 1. Question number 9. Giving this function, what is the inverse function? So first step, I'm replacing x's with y. So here is x equal to 4y plus 5. So x minus 5 equal to 4y divided by 4. So y equal to x over 4 minus 5 over 4, which is this answer. So the answer is 2. Now, geometric sequence. Geometric sequence means I have exponential. So now, here a cell phone company charges $30 per month for 2 gigabyte of data and 12.5 for each additional gigabyte. That's linear, so it's not geometric. Now, the temperature in the car in 79 is 79. Lower the temperature your air condition to every that means I subtract linear. Now, David's parents set a limit 15 minutes per week that he may play online games during the school year. However, they will increase his time by 5%. Increase that's exponential. Look, 5% means 1.05. I'm multiplying by 1.05. So here I multiply means geometric. Okay, so the answer is 3. Question number 11. Now, I'm going to explain some tricks. First, I'm going to look for the first and the last term. So here, the first term coming from the multiplication of n, that's multiplication of number. So now, if you multiply n squared times n, giving me n4, and that's going to be the same for all of them. So I can't differentiate using the n. I'm going to differentiate using the number. Okay, so now negative 9 times 6 times negative 2 is giving me 108. Here, 3 times negative 3 times 6 times negative 2 giving me 108. Okay, here, negative 3 times negative 3 times 6 times negative 2 giving me negative 108. So here it's cancelled. Here, 3 times negative 3 times negative 6 times positive 2. So here giving me 108. So now I exclude number 3. Okay. So now I'm looking for something. He said completely factorized. So I can't use this one because I have n squared minus 9, which I can factorize more. Now I am between 2 and 4. I have many ways. One of them, I can go for the calculator, write this function, and looking for the values for 3, negative 3, negative 6, and 2. And if all of them giving me 0, so it's 2. Or looking for 3, negative 3, and 6, and negative 2. And if all of them is giving me 0, so it's 4. Or I can use the synthetic division. Look here, the sharing plus 3, negative 3. So here, the 3, 1, negative 9, 4, negative 36, but before that I have to simplify. Sorry. Look here. So the equation is n4 plus 4n cube minus 21n square minus 36 plus 108. Now I'm going to divide by 3, 1, 4, negative 21, negative 36, 108. Now 1 goes down, 3, 7, 21, 0, 0, negative 36, negative 108, and that's going to be n cube, n square, and that's the number. So I'm dividing by negative 3, 1, 7, 0, negative 36. The 1 goes down, negative 3, 4, negative 12, negative 12, 36. Okay, so I have 1, 4, negative 12. 1, 4, negative 12. Now I'm going to test this one. So negative 6. 1 goes down, negative 6, negative 2, 12. It's giving me 0, so it's that one because it can't be with 6. Okay, so the answer is 2. Question number 12. So if w is positive integer, what is going to be the solution? Look, so I'm going to assume it's 1. So x square plus 1 equal to 0. So x square equal to negative 1. Taking the square root, I have here a negative square root for negative, so I should have imaginary number. So the answer is 4. A group of students was trying to determine the proportion of candies in a bag that are blue. The company claimed that 24% of the bags of the candies in bag are blue. A simulation was run 100 times with a sample size of 50 based on the premise that 24 of the candies are blue. Now, here is the information now we have, and we wanted to cover 95. 95 means plus and minus 2 standard deviation. The standard deviation is 0.06 multiplying by 2, so it's plus 0.12 and minus 0.12. Now, the original one was 0.254. 0.254. So when I add, I get 473. When I subtract, 431. So the answer is 2. Because 95% means plus and minus 2 standard deviation. Question number 14. Now he wants a solution for he giving me some data, and he's saying a solution for the equation if x equal to gx. So I have x value giving me if x equal to gx. So I'm looking for the x value is the same. So here negative 3.12, I don't have negative 3.12. Here is 0, 0 giving me two different numbers, so that's incorrect. Okay, 1.23, I don't have there 1.23. 8.52, 8.52. What is the value? 2.53, 2.53. So the answer 8.52. The answer is 4. Question number 15. He giving me that expression and he wanted to find the equivalent one. So I'm going to find 6 minus 9 x square minus 12xi plus 4i square. Now I'm going to simplify more. 6 minus 9x square minus 12xi minus 4. I'm going to distribute the negative sign, so 6 minus 9x square plus 12xi plus 4. So giving me 10, here is 10. So negative 9x square plus 12xi plus 10. So the answer is 1. Okay, now the next part. a number, so x minus 20 times its reciprocal equal to it. I'm multiplying by x, so x squared minus 20 equal to 8x, making them in one sign, so x squared minus 8x minus 20 equal to 0. What are the factors for 20? That's the difference is 8. It's 10 and 2. So either x equal to negative 2 or x equal to 10. So the answer is 1. Question number 17. Now, a saving account S has initial value of 50. The account grows at 2% interest rate compound n times per year t. According to the function below, okay, what the statement is correct? As a value for n increase, the amount of interest per year decrease. Look, actually, when I decrease the n, I increase the n, okay, the number is going to decrease, but I'm multiplying the exponent by n2, that means it's going to increase. Okay, so this one is incorrect. Now, as a value of n increase, at the count approaches the function e to power 0.02t, this is correct because as the number n increase, what's going to happen? So instead of being compound monthly, it's going to be compound weekly and daily. So it's going to approach continuous change. That means I'm going to have the natural number e. So the answer is 2. Question number 18. There are 400 students in the senior class at Oak Creek High School. All of these students took the SAT. The distribution of their SAT scores is approximately normal. The normal students, the number of the students who scored within 2 standard deviation means 95%. And I'm multiplying by the number 400. It's going to give me 0. So the answer is 4. So because he said within standard deviation means plus 2 standard deviation minus 2 standard deviation. So for sure it's 95%. Question number 19. Now the set of the equation. So I square both sides. I got b squared equal to 2b squared minus 64 minus 2b from sides to the two sides. So negative b squared is negative 64 divided by negative 1, so b squared equal to 64, taking the square root, so b equal to plus or minus 8. But actually, here I'm talking about the radical square root. Square root doesn't accept the negative value, so it's only going to be the positive value, say 8. Which table best represent an exponential relationship? So I'm checking here. 1 have the amount. Now 1 have the amount. So let's follow the pattern. It's decreasing by half. So the answer is going to be 1. Question number 21. Now, so I have uh, x equal to c, x equal to b, x equal to a. So when I subtract negative, negative, so it's going to be x plus c and x plus p and x minus a. So the answer is going to be number 4. Why number 4? Because the c is 2 values. So it's quadratic equation that's quadratic. Quadratic means, look, count 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be fourth degree. That's third degree, and that's third degree. Now for the 4, I use the values for the x's. Question number 22. Now, here it's an easy one to plug in, but there is a trick. Okay. It's taking the temperature in degree Fahrenheit, blah blah blah. Where is the x is the number of the hours after the midnight? He asking about 7 p.m. So after the midnight, I have 12 hours to 12, and I have another 7. So the total is 19 hours. So the x value is 19. And for that function, it should be in the radian mode. So you have to plug in using the radian mode. And if you plug in using the radian mode, so it means 8 sine. Now 19 times 3.3 is going to be 5.7 minus 3 plus 74. And it's going to end up by 77.4 something. So the answer is going to be number 3. Okay, question number 23. So I can use the calculator going for matrix, and for A, making it 3 times 4, and I write here 1, 1, negative 1, 6, 2, negative 3, 2, negative 19, negative 1, 4, negative 1, 17, and using RREF, so it's coming up by 0, 0, okay, sorry, it's going up by 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, and giving you the value for negative 1, 3, negative 4. So here the one that doesn't exist is a 2. So the answer is 2. Question number 24. Cameron puts 400 into saving account that earns 6% annually. The amount in her account can be modeled by 400 times 1.06 to power t. Power t is the time of the years, which expression approximate the amount of money in her account using a weekly gross rate. A weekly gross rate, so means one. Now, how many weeks are in the year? 52 weeks. 52 weeks. So the exponent should have 52. So now I'm considering two numbers. Now you can distribute the 52. Which one is going to give you the value? It's going to be this one. So look here, 1.001121184. Now I'm looking here, the calculator. What is the value? 1.001121182 power 2, giving me almost 1.059999, which is around to 1.06. So the answer is 4. Hope you understood. Have a good day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.